Yellowstone Quake to get up early, you know, with a 3-0 record and establish something early and try and put a little bit of doubt into the Bulls' minds that maybe we really can't beat this team. But we'll just have to see how it happens. Obviously, no team in this league, whether it's the Billings Bulls or the Bozeman Ice Dogs or Gillette Wild or whoever, is going to lay down. So the Quake are going to have to come out and play. There's a reason these kids are up in this division, is because they all know how to play hockey, you know. So, you know, hopefully we'll see, but Yellowstone needs to get out on a good start tonight and see where we go from there. You know, once again tonight, for the Quake, in goal is going to be Jared Schletty. His defense will be Cameron Hardiak and Kyle Sandura. Offensively, we'll go with George Speichel, Jimmy Tish, and Michael Behrens. Your Yellowstone Quake currently 13 wins, 5 losses, and 1 overtime loss for 27 points. Currently dropping third into the standings. That's the last 2 games have dropped them at one time. Starting last week, they were tied for first, so they're 2 points out of first, with Helen and Missoula both tied with 29 points. As we listen to the announcements and get ready to get underway here, I would like to send a big shout out, as always, to TCT West, who does a great job tonight. Our engineer tonight is going to be Casey Bonnet and Tristan Acton helping us out. We certainly appreciate all their help. As always, folks, with each and every game, you can catch each and every game from TCT West on mywyoming.org. That is mywyoming.org or yellowstonequake.com. We'll step aside real quick for the national anthem and come back for the puck.
Or no?
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's a little hard because he's really loud, but
yeah.
I can hear you.
No, but can you hear the echo?
I don't hear an echo.
They are back-to-back state champions.
Here, talking.
This is their third championship in 6 years. The Phillies are
Hello?
Junior Kelsey Cross.
I don't know what that is. I'll mess around with it and see if I can fix it.
When you came up, it was gone.
So congratulations, Phillies, on back-to-back championships. 3 in the last 6 years. That's pretty impressive, too.
Right now on the ice, they're just honoring the Philly State Golf Championships. They've won back-to-back state championships for golf for the last 2 years, and they're just kind of honoring that.
Thank you, ladies and coaches. Host that trophy up high so everybody
Great honor for the Cody High School Phillies golf team there. As we get underway and get ready to drop the puck here from the Victor J. Riley Arena in beautiful Cody, Wyoming. This is Lincoln Reese sitting in for Chad Forsman. I think he's off on doing a mite tournament up in Great Falls tonight. Wish him and his kids the best of luck as they take the ice as well. So Nick Wackerly will be in the net for the Billings Bulls. He'll be defensed by Wilkinson and Nasby, and his forwards will be Thompson, Stark, and Hayden. And for your Quakes, Bleichel, Tisch, and Behrens as the puck is dropped and loose over to Nasby. Nasby has it. It's going to go be sent in by Wilkinson and controlled. Wilkinson still has it. It's going over across to Thompson. The Wilkinson takes the shot. Or excuse me, Nasby took the shot. And they go in. Now there's a cross pass to Michael Behrens. Behrens gives chase as they're going to have an icing. And Coach Brad Zangs is going to take an exception right off the bat there, as 2 Quake players were ahead of anybody else and they blew the icing call. Michael Behrens was the closest one to the puck. And technically the rule goes that the defense isn't making an attempt to get back to the puck and the offense is chasing it, icing's waved off. And that's what they're done here. They've waved off the icing, and now the face-off is going to be in the Billings Bulls' end. As Spleichel and Christopher Tim went for it, Behrens tries to control it. Schluty out with it for the Bulls. Racing up number 9, Dexter Neely. Behind the net, that's going to be stolen. Schluty's going to send it back in as Hardiak is there. The Bulls try and come out. Up ahead comes Spleichel, and the Bulls going for a line change. As Schluty had it, he's going over to Easel. Easel's pass is deflected away as Bassich is there to try and control the puck. That's going to be sent in. Up ahead to Lansing. Lansing sends it in as Fabian goes in. Icing's called there. And the Quake will be unable to change as the puck drop will come in the Yellowstone Quake end now. Send over by Lansing. Lansing looks, there's a pass that doesn't work, but Bassich gives chase. Wackerly plays it off to Vant. Vant has it, that's going to be sent in by Christopher Tim. That's going to be gobbled up by Sleddy there. As a couple of the players get together and have a conversation. It looks like it's Bassich and Petici maybe, and now one of the Bulls is going into the penalty box. That's going to be Dixon Whitehead.
Bulls penalty number 28, Dixon Whitehead, 2 minutes, unsportsmanlike conduct. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to start a pizza on the road.
Dixon Whitehead's going to the box for 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Not quite sure what happened there. It's kind of away from the play. And now Sander is going to go back and give chase to pick it up. He's going to drop it off to Spleichel. Spleichel's going to race up. He's got Tisch with him. Spleichel's knocked off the puck. Tisch is there over to Spleichel. Spleichel now goes down by Wilkinson. There's a centering pass. Thompson for Billings is going to pick that up and send it down. Sandura will go back and give chase. Sandura now has it. He's sent it up to Tisch. Tish is going behind, centering pass, nothing there. Nice job by Behrens to keep it in. Still sends it in. Wilkinson harassing him. Behrens behind the net. There's a shot by Sandura, who crept up from his defensive position, and Wackerly there to control that as a Quake and or both teams go on a line change now. Great job by Wackerly. Quick reaction time to get down and smother that one. As Fabian's going with the face-off now. It's going to be won by Tim from Billings. There's a loose puck. Andre can't get his stick on that, and that's going to be covered up by Wackerly. And we'll have the face-off again. So right now we have the line of Basic, Andre, and Fabian out there. They're going to be defensed by Fricky and Janssen. Janssen's going to control it. He shoots. Andre goes for a centering pass. Fabian's in the crease. And Christopher Tim's just going to pick it up and send it the length of the ice. Janssen has it. Still has it. He's going up to Fabian. Fabian's going to shoot. Loose puck there. Followed up by Basic. That's knocked down there. Janssen over to Hardiak. Or excuse me, Fricky. As Fabian's there battling. Basic behind the net. He goes in. He's being checked by Rizzo of Billings. Over to Fricky. Fricky to Janssen. Janssen to Behrens. Behrens makes a couple move. Goes for a pass. Andre couldn't control it. Tried for another pass. Janssen. Now Behrens. Have a delayed penalty call now on the Billings Bulls as they just came off one penalty kill and they're going back for another one. As it looks like Jarrett Stark's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. And it is Stark. So the Billings Bulls are going to, or excuse me, your Yellowstone Quake are going to have their second power play here. Spleichel wins that, throws it to the net. Hardiak was there, couldn't control it. Over to Sandura. Behrens takes the shot. That's knocked down. Spleichel still has it. He goes off Wackerly's face. And that's knocked down, and it's going to be picked up and sent down the ice by Wilkinson. Now Behrens tried to pick it up and overskated it. Him and Sandura down there battling with Thompson. Quake come out. Sandura's going to send it in. Jimmy Tish there battling for it with Neely. Excuse me, that was Martin from Billings. Now Spleichel tries to control it in the corner. Over to Sandura at the point. Sandura to Behrens. Behrens, nice pass to Spleichel, couldn't control it. Back over to Sandura to Behrens now. Over to Spleichel. Spleichel's shot goes high. Gives chase. Behrens keeps it in. He's going to send that in the corner to Tish. Tish over to Spleichel. Spleichel's going to make a move to Behrens. Behrens shoots. That's high. Behrens down to Hardiak. Hardiak going behind the net. Got out of place for a defenseman. Over to Spleichel. Spleichel has it. Now Basic. Back to Spleichel. They try to stuff it in. Sandura creeps down. Nothing happens there. Hardiak behind the net. He's battling with Ging Martin. Hardiak goes down. Spleichel there to, or excuse me, Basic there to lend some assistance. There's a shot by Sandura that gets knocked down. Behrens there to still control it. Over to Andre. Andre, nice pass to Basic for the goal. And your Yellowstone Quake score power play goal to go up 1-0. Chris Andre to Sam Basic right through the crease for the little tip in for Basic. Your Yellowstone Quake are up 1-0. Andre coming in for Spleichel does a great job getting right into the action, keeping it inside the blue line off a ricochet. As Lozier goes for the face-off, Fricky back there and just going to send it in for the icing call. He's looking for a pass off the boards, couldn't connect. So they'll have to pick that all the way up. So Jarek Stark slashing, 2-minute slashing minor comes back to bite the Billings Bulls as your Yellowstone Quake score a power play goal. Sam Bassage tickles the twine for his power play goal. Your Quaker up 1-0. There's a quick shot by John Vant. That's knocked. There's another shot by Alex Herman that goes into the quarter. That's knocked away by Schletty. As the puck's loose, Billings still controlling it in their end, but now Fricky has it. He's going to go off to Newman. That's going to be kept in by Nick Rizzo. As Vance now off for number 14, Reed Kaiser. As Fricky tries to control it, puck's still loose and Fricky's going to get it out. We have to wait for Billings to clear out as Ole Janssen goes back to pick it up in the corner. Now over to Lozier. Lozier's being double teamed there. The puck's still loose. I think Quake are going to get, like Fricky just got away with a high stick into one of the, I think it's going to be Nick Pachici's face. No harm, no foul, I guess, as Lansing goes back to pick it up. Lansing and Pacici get together in the corner. Go all the way across. Nobody seems to know where the puck is. And we'll have the face-off here in the Quake end. Look like the Speichel, Titch, and Barron's line is coming out now. Along with, looks like it's going to be Lansing and Sandura. It is, Lansing and Sandura. Sandura sends it all the way across. Titch looking to break out early, and the pass never got past Ging Martin. The puck's loose, up ahead to Tisch. Can be controlled by Billings at the center line. Stephen Thompson brings it in. Back to Jarek Stark, and then it's sent in the corner where Spleichel's going to try and dig it out. Puck's still in the Quake end. Spleichel's going to send it all the way around. Takes a bad bounce off the boards. Up ahead to Barons, then Spleichel. Now Barons playing a 2-on-1 game here. Now in the corner to Andre. Spleichel goes in the corner hard with a check from Jarrett Stark. Andre tries to get together. Now Andre's going to go for a cross check. Nick Nasby's going to go for a slash. Both these penalties will be offsetting. And they have the goal posted with the Quake going up 1-0 with Chris Andre with the goal, Barons and Hardiak with the assists. I'm going to take exception to that and take Sam Bassage with the goal with Barons and Andre with the assist, but the official score right now has Andre with the goal.
Bulls penalty number 27, Nicholas Nasby, 2 minutes for slashing.
So Nasby gets 2 minutes for slashing. And Andre 2 minutes for cross check. And those penalties obviously will offset. There's a nice pass up ahead as Christopher Tim goes in. His pocket's picked. And here comes Bassage. Can't quite control it, and it just slides in very meekly as Nick Wackley there to cover it up for the Bulls. And the Quake will go now on a line change. As Lozier, Newman, and Stanley will come out. They're going to be defensed with Janssen and Fricky. Lozier goes on the face-off. He's got Stanley to his immediate left and Newman to his far left. Fricky to his right. It's going to be won by Billings, Alex Herman. Sent across. Janssen tries to keep it in. Bank gets it out, but it's still at the Billings blue line. It's going to be sent back in by Newman. He couldn't control it. Alex Herman gets checked by Lozier, and the stick comes out of his hand. up ahead to Lozier. Herman gives chase. There's going to be an icing call on the Quake now. So Hardiak's going to have to go back off for Fricky. They had a quick line change there, and the linesman caught it. The icing call, obviously the rule changed last year. An icing call you cannot change. As Lozier wins the faceoff, it goes in the corner. Lozier's going to come out with it. Lozier's going to send it in. That's knocked down by Nick Rizzo and sent back out. And here comes Alex Herman. He's got Vant with him. It's going to be intercepted. There's a shot steered wide by Schletty. Now Jimmy Tisch has it. He's going to race up over to Michael Behrens. Behrens shot wide. Tisch behind the net trying to control it. Now Behrens coming out to the point to Sandura. The puck came out, and then it's knocked down by Herman. Herman all by himself takes a slap shot past Schletty for the goal. Alex Herman got the ricochet off the block shot there and was all alone on the breakaway. Came up top of the circle to get the puck, took a quick slap shot, and it goes by Schletty, low glove side, to tie this game at 1. Schletty probably should have came out of his net there and probably played the puck himself. With a breakaway, you always give up that option and miss playing it, but puck's underway as Schulte has it. Cleared. Johnson in the corner now, battling with Steven Thompson. Puck sent all the way down. Icing waves off as Ging Martin goes up. He's going to leave it off to Connor Hayden. That's going to be set in as Ole Janssen goes back to battle. Centering pass that's stolen. The Quake come out. Sam Basic has it. Basic over to Fabian. Fabian takes the shot that's going to be gobbled up by Wackerly. Both teams go on a line change now as the Newman, Lozier, Stanley line come out. They're going to be assisted by Sandura. It looks like we're going to have a timeout for the Quake. It looks like it's going to be our first TV timeout. With this score tied at 1, it gives us a chance to recognize some of our sponsors. And a very big thank you to them. Billings Clinic of Cody, Acker Electric, Pizza on the Run, Engineering Associates, Northwest College in Powell, Wyoming, the Chamberlain Inn, the Legacy Inn, and as always, TCTWest.net. TCT West brings you each and every home Yellowstone Quake game. You can catch that game live on mywyoming.org or yellowstonequake.com. Big thank you tonight to Tristan Acton and Casey Bonnet for assisting us with this broadcast. Alex Herman scores an unassisted goal to make this a 1-1 hockey game. The puck sent out. Andrew Lansing has it. It's knocked down by Coulter Endy. Endy tried to send it off the boards and race down to catch it up. He can get caught with an icing call. We'll bring it all the way back down to the Billings Bulls ends as both teams go on the line change. 9:58 left in the first period, folks. The Yellowstone Quake and the Billings Bulls are tied at 1. So we have some discussion now I think the official showed 5 hands, so both teams made a line change, and Billings wasn't allowed to make the line change. So he's going to make all 5 of them go back for the confusion. So the head coach from Billings has some words. We get all 5 guys back on there. I don't think they're all 5 there because number 2, Coulter Indy, was on the ice, and he's not on it now. As Rizzo has it behind their net, Behrens keeps it in, and now it's sent out. Fricky tries to control it. Spleichel and Stark fight for it. It's going to be sent down. That's going off Behrens' stick. And Jarrett Stark goes around trying to control it behind the net. There's a centering pass. As Behrens going to come out with it, send it down, give chase. He intercepts it. Puck's still loose as Thompson just turns around and swings. Gets some on that. And then Janssen's just going to go ahead and send it in as it goes all the way around the boards. Comes out, Spleichel sends it back in. He gets checked into the Billings bench. He goes on a line change now. As Nasby has it, he's going to go off the boards. That's going to be intercepted. Over to Bassage. Bassage tries to control it. Now Hardiak's going to go back and try and pick it up. Puck's at center ice. Thompson's going to send it in on goal. It's going to be knocked down. Have a delayed offsides. Thompson puts it on goal, and his team hadn't cleared the Quake zone. We'll have an offsides call. Pick the puck up, bring it all the way back down to the Billings end for the face-off. As a line of Fabian, Andre, and Bassage out there, along with Hardiak and Sandur. As Andre has it, he goes for a shot, doesn't get through. Sandur goes for a shot. Puck's loose behind the net. Bassage has it. Bassage falls down, he loses an edge. Then one of the Quake players, that's going to be Ging Martin, lost an edge and then takes the puck in the face. Seems to be okay as he has a shield on. Billings tries to break it out. Andre knocks it down to the blue line. Bassage has it center line. Go back to Janssen. Send all the way across. Janssen's going to bring across the center line, send it in. Schlutte's going to knock that down. And then Hardiak sends it in as the Quake go on a line change. Over to Van. Van up ahead to Pachichi. It's going to be passed. Schlutte's have to wait for the Quake to, or the Bulls to clear their end. It's going to be off the boards. Lozier gives chase now. Goes off a couple checks, still giving chase. Stanley to help him out. Stanley and Lozier absolutely bury Schlutte. The centering pass knocked down by Lozier. Lozier again with the centering pass. Fade tries twice, that's knocked down. Janssen can't keep it in. We have a nice sides call, and then we have a cross check going against Quakes. Brian Stanley, it looks like. Go 2 minutes for cross-checking on the delayed call. So the Quake will be on their first penalty kill of the game. Brian Stanley gets 2 minutes for cross-checking, and the Quake are now down a man. As Behrens and Jarrett Stark are in on the face-off. Stark gets pitched. Christopher Timms now to kind of come in for the face-off with Michael Behrens. Behrens going to win it to Janssen. Janssen still tries to control it in front of the net. Billings has it. It's a centering pass that's knocked down. Jimmy Tisch tries to get it out. The nice diving attempt doesn't work. The puck sent back in. It's John Vant there in the corner to bring it out. Centering pass doesn't work. Tim has it. Tim's going to pick it up. That's going to be kept in by Tim. And Tish is going to clear it now. Just to center ice, though. As the Bulls are kind of sitting back, looking for it to be Tim. Fricky comes in. He can't clear the zone. Or he does, but it's tapped back in. Now Fricky's going to send it all the way down. Sam Bassett is going to give chase as Wilkinson's there. Wilkinson's going to go off to Bing. Bassett harassing him. Bing's going to send it in. Schletty steers out wide. Lansing has it. He sends it up. Spleichel couldn't control it. Nasby now has it. Nasby over to Neely. Or excuse me, that's going to be Luke Bing. Bing's going to send it in. Bulls having a hard time right now getting into the Quake end. And they finally do, and they go on a line change. Takes a bad bounce off the board. Schletty wasn't quite sure where it was, and it caromed right to the corner of his net. Nasby now has it. Nasby's going to give off to Stephen Thompson. Thompson goes for a pass. Nothing there. Now Thompson's going to control the center line. Thompson has it. He's going to go ahead and bring it in as the Quake were trying to change up here. The shot by Stark. Quake are now full strength. There's a pass over to Andre. He loses an edge. Stark has it. Goes for a toe drag. Goes for a shot. Goes off Janssen. It's going to be kept in by Rizzo. As Alex Herman has it now behind the net. There's a centering pass for Whitehead that gets steered away, and then Schletty's there to clear it up as it comes back off the board. Both teams are full strength as Fabian comes back to pick up his mouthpiece. It's been laying on the ice for the last 3 minutes. The Quake go on a line change now. Looks like it's going to be the Spleichel Tish Barons line. As Whitehead's going to come in as they toss one of the face-off members from the Bulls. Spleichel wins that. It's going to be up ahead to Michael Barons. Barons cross center line, across the blue line, makes the move. Loses the puck. Vant has it for Billings. Billings goes, or Vant goes across the center line. He's going to shoot high off the boards. Now there's a centering pass. Puck's loose. Michael Barons come out with it. Barons cross the blue line. Centering pass. Nobody there. Sandura can't keep it in. Dixon Whitehead now off. Him and Fricky were there. And then Schletty goes to play the puck and dumps Whitehead. Andre comes around, shoots. That's going to be gobbled up by Wackerly. We wait for the face-off. 3 minutes, 45 seconds into the first period. It's the Billings Bulls 1 and your Yellowstone Quake 1. There's a line of Andre, Fabian, and Bassett now out there, along with Janssen and Fricky. Janssen has it, goes behind the net, over to Andre. Andre can't control it. It's going to be taken away by Luke Bing, who's going to send it up, sent back in. Nobody can control that but Andre. Andre makes a move as Schluty went down to try and knock that away and does. Luke Bing has it. He's just going to take a shot that's sent off. And icing's going to be called on the Billings Bulls there. It's like Schluty's going to go back off. He's trying to go on a line change. The official's right on top of that now. We got too many men on the ice. Isel has to go back off and give way to Carmen Hayden. Puck's one on the face-off. There's a shot that goes high. Stanley now has it for the Quake. Out to Sandura. Sandura takes a blast. That's knocked down by a blocker of Wackerly. Sent across. Sandura has it again. Sends it back in the corner to Stanley. Stanley to Sandura. Sent back in. Martin tries to clear for the Bulls. That Sandura does a nice job keeping it in again. Lozier has it behind the net, centering. Nobody there, and Stark comes out with it for Billings. Andrew Lansing's in front of him. There's a shot that's going to be covered up by Schletty. Stark did a nice job using Lansing as a defensive or a blinder there to get a shot on Schletty. Didn't work. Schletty gobbled that up. We get ready for the face-off. The Bulls are allowed to do a line change now. Spleichel's going in for the face-off. It's going to be a blast by Wilkinson that goes wide and all the way around. Nasby has it. He's sent it behind the net. Jimmy Tisch was looking for the puck and absolutely got lambasted by Wilkinson. Janssen has it now. Janssen goes up ahead, and here comes Spleichel to Behrens. Nice drop pass by George Spleichel there. Spleichel able to keep it in. Michael Behrens has it. He's being harassed by Wilkinson. Wilkinson sends it out. Janssen has it. Janssen over to Fricky. Over to Behrens behind the net. He can't control it. Jimmy Tisch goes in. Janssen's shot goes wide. Behrens is going to have it. Behrens is going to pick it up and send it across the ice to the other corner. Spleichel gives chase. He's going to be checked by Wilkinson. Coulter Endy end up getting in there for Billings. Michael Behrens has it in the corner. Over to Janssen. Janssen takes a shot. Kick saved by Wackerly. Behrens in the corner. Over to Spleichel. Spleichel still controlling it. Drops it off to Behrens on the other side of the net. Behrens out to the point to Fricky. Fricky to Janssen. Fricky's pass went a little wide. Janssen couldn't keep it in. Now Janssen's going to send it in as the Quake go on a line change. Puck's going to be controlled by Nasby. He's just going to pick it up and send it down for the icing call. Nasby's going to have to come back on, as is Wilkinson. Fabian goes in for the face-off now against Herman. Fabian wins it. Sender tries to keep it in. That goes off Rizzo. And then Bassett steals the puck. Chris Andre unable to clear the zone and gets called for a face-off or offsides. Delayed offsides call. Face-off will come just outside the Billings zone as the Bulls go on a line change now. Looks like it's going to be Stark, Hayden, and Stephen Thompson there. Be won by Stark. Sent up. Thompson has it. He tries to poke it in. Still kicks a couple whacks at it. Sendura has it. He's going back to Janssen. Janssen over to Hardiak. Hardiak's going to send it up. Rizzo's going to intercept that. The Bulls trying to curl at center ice. And here comes Bassage. Bassage to the right side of Wackerly. It's loose. Andre has it. He goes for a drop pass. Fabian goes down. Fabian now has it. He's going to go off Rizzo's chest. Puck's still loose, and Neely's going to control it for Billings and send it down. Icing waved off. Fabian has it. He tries to poke check it away. And they're at the buzzer. Chris Timms and Quake's Chris Andre get together. And that's going to bring an end to the first period as the Billings Bulls won Near Yellowstone Quake won. We'll go ahead and recap the scoring and the penalties here.
Val Walshanks is going to be here. That's a nice mustache. Adolf Simpson. There you go. You take the money.
I told the guys that if they get to have no shave November, I should get to have no shave November. They all thought that was gross. Where's Val? She should be coming. We're going to have our Quake players and our Bulls players come out. They're in the mustache contest. Larry Johnson, we have one of the Bulls coaches, is in the mustache contest. Larry Johnson.
So we go to recap your scoring now.
Anybody else that wants to come out on the ice, if you've been growing a mustache for men's health this month, head on
Scoring was all started
You can come out through the gate over
by,
there or way down here.
they have Chris Andre with 14-17 into the first period. Chris Andre scores the goal. He's assisted by Michael Behrens.